Y vamos.
Save a bit for the next minute.
No creo ni las texturas, güey.
What's on those beds? Oh, God. I'm not the only one remembering the children, am I? Makes sense. They're all off their joy out here.
¿Pero qué pasó? ¿Qué rayos?
One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station. It's it. I think I used to run 100 meters. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. No, I just need to find the train station. I want to be able to see it from a distance. Fog's probably starting to roll in about now.
If it moves, salute it. If it don't move, put it away. If you can't move it, put cannot getting on it. If I polish my boots one more time, I'm gonna end up with sandals. So the sergeant says, why do you think you were coming? On me! Who goes there? Who's there? Simon says, take 5 steps back, turn around, and fuck off. I am serious. You've got 5 seconds to clear off my bridge, and then we'll kill you. Simon says, take 5 steps back, turn around, and fuck off. I am serious. You've got 5 seconds to clear off my bridge, and then we'll kill you.
I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke. We used to get food from across the bridge. There must be people out there. Oh!
I am ready for bed. How about you? I hope you're safely under the covers. You really don't want to be... Oh, I am ready for bed. How about you? I hope you're safely under the covers.
And here we are. Not quite as grand as it used to be. Of course, there hasn't been a train since the germs left.
Still, the tracks go from here all the way to the bridge, and then across the river. And then all over Britain.
I wonder if Prue made it this far.
I wonder why Mr. Kite sent her to the Garden District at all. She could have just popped over the bridge from the station at Apple Hole.
And it's time for all good citizens to be getting ready to go to bed. Like me to read you a bedtime story? Of course. I haven't finished the story of the Pied Piper of Hamelin, have I? Well, gather round the telly, citizens, gather round. I'll tell you how it ends. We last left the town of Hamelin filled with rats. Horrible rats, eating them out of house and home. But a piper in a motley
Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.
By playing music to them. But expect a lot of money, and they don't pay. The next day, the piper came into town, and this time he had a different pipe with him. It was a tiny pipe, made of horn, and no one could even hear the music that it played. But out of every barn, and every stable, out of every kitchen and every storehouse, all of the rats of the town swarmed towards the pipe piper. They came out of the church, they came out of the town hall, they came up out of the well, they came out of the cupboards, they came out of the haystacks. Soon, the entire village square was covered in rats, until you could not see a bare patch of dirt. And then, the piper began to walk. He walked away from the village. He walked into the dark forest, in a direction that no one thought had a path. No one knew exactly where he went, for no one wanted to go anywhere near the enormous swarm of rats. Well, the villagers celebrated. They took their cheese out of their strong boxes, and they took their bread out of their stone ovens. Everything they'd been afraid of the rats eating, they took out. But as the villagers were settling down to drinking, the Pied Piper returned. And now, it is time to pay the piper. Well, the villagers, they were wicked people. They asked the piper if he killed all the rats, and he promised that they'd never see the rats again. At this, the villagers were delighted. Why should we pay the piper, they asked each other. The rats are gone. They told him to be off, and when he demanded his money, they beat him until he was bleeding, and they threatened to throw him in the well until he drowned. piper left. They thought that they'd never see him again. But the next morning, the piper was back. This time, he had a very large, long pipe, made out of long, long bone. You could still see the bruises on his face as he walked into the village square. But he did not seem afraid. He did not seem like a man who could ever be afraid. The villagers gathered to warn him off. Hadn't he had enough punishment? Be off with him? Then he began to play his long, bone pipe. The sounds were so low that no one could hear him. But they were all struck dumb. And they found that they could not move to strike the piper, nor could they leave. And out of every house came every villager who was not already in the town square, out of the church, and out of the town hall, and out of the pub, and out of the baker's, and out of the cheese shop. Even the lathe-smith limped from his forge to the town square. And then the piper began to walk. He walked away from the village. He walked into the dark forest, in a direction that no one thought had a path. The villagers all followed him. Only the lame smith couldn't keep up, although he tried his best. And it's a good thing too, for otherwise we'd never know what happened. For the villagers disappeared into the dark woods. The smith lost all track of them. Among the trees he could not tell what direction the piping was, and soon he couldn't hear it at all for the songs of the birds and the whisper of the trees. He lay down. He wept for a day and a night, but the music had so moved him that he wished he'd been fast enough to follow it. The smith came out of the forest. He came to an inn. And there he told the story of the villagers of Hamlin. And he waited a year and a day for them to come back. And on the 366th day, he hanged himself. The town of Hamlin rotted in the rain until nothing was left of it but misshapen mounds that strangers thought must be from ancient times. The villagers, they were never seen again. Nor was the piper, though perhaps he was. For there are villages in old books that are not there now, and who knows if they too vanished in the woods to the piper's tune. Who knows if this is a true story or just a fairy tale? Somehow, you know that it must be true, because who could invent such a horror? That's the story of the Pied Piper of Hamlin. What a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed hearing it as much as I enjoyed telling it. And remember, stay at home at night or terrible things may happen in the dark. And I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow for another bedtime story. Good night all. See you tomorrow.
What are we going to do if there isn't food? Will you shut it?
I'm trying not to blow myself up.
Hey, look up your board bags, I'll piss in your corpses.
We're coming for you greedy bastard!
Go eat a banger, you leaky scanner!
You're done hoarding all the V-meat. You're not the mark of the... Dogs of war! There's the one that's done it. This isn't Harry. It never was. Sleep. You're... Wolf!
Sorry.
So much to choose from. This will be very helpful. Please don't struggle. How do I get down to the tracks?
think I won't sniff you up? I know you're here.
Well, that's for knocking down my blocks in nursery. This won't take a minute.
Ah, that's how I get down. Right. Now I just have to find the tracks and walk on out of Wellington Wells.
I'm so sorry, Percy. I should have got on the train with you, like I promised. The rule was if a kid was a day over 13, what could I do? You could have kept your mouth shut, Arthur, and not told them you were 13. That's what you could have done.
Just resting my feet.
I'd go with him.
You are too old to go to Germany, are you not?
Please, no! He can't take care of himself.
Bloody Bobby. I told him I wanted to board even if I was 10 days too old, but we don't make the rules anymore, Mr. Hastings. I shouldn't have told him they got my birthday wrong. Don't even know why I did. Should have just kept quiet and got on the train. Bloody hell. There's been some sort of cave-in. So much for walking down the train tracks to the Britannia Bridge. What the fuck do I do now?
Oh, look!
Oh,
it's a little lost lamb.
Where's Bo Peep?
Eating her curds away, I bet.
That's little Miss Muppet, you muppet.
Can we pound him now?
Yep.
Don't eat me, man! Don't eat it! We've come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time!
Sleep! Dream!
What's true? Is mine the same as yours?
Sure! Who will guard the Guardian?
Supper's over!
You'll be me. You'll all be
Coming
me.
back! Oh, they're never coming back!
It's time!
Fly with a paper mache. Fly with a paper mache. Fly with a paper mache. Fly with a paper mache.
Who will guard the Guardian? Good night!
We've come to the end of our time! We've come to the end of our time!
Do we really have to do this? Drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's gonna be tediously slow going. Just, watching the day go by. Bloody hell. That's Ollie! Ollie!
Come for me, have you?
Ollie! I'm Arthur!
You won't get me! You won't get me, you bastard!
Ollie! No! It's Arthur!
Bloody murdering wastrels!
You gone mental!
I'll save you, Margaret!
I'm your old neighbour, Artie!
Always lying!
Little Artie!
Artie's gone, they took him away!
Ollie, no! They
You're
didn't!
lying! You're a wastrel!
Ollie, it's Arthur!
Well, why didn't you say that before? Oh my God, Artie. Little Artie.
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Watch your mouth, laddie. What would your mum think? I thought they took you away.
No, they had my birthday wrong.
What?
Sorry?
No, of course not.
No, you've got it all wrong. That was Jack turned you in and I what tried to save you.
Right.
I remember now. You came back. From the station. The only one.
You don't think they hurt him, Percy?
The Germans aren't animals, you know. They just wanted to make sure we stay quiet. And we did. Spot of tea?
That's very kind of you. I'm not thirsty.
That's right, Margaret. We have to run after water.
I have to find him.
Any idea where he might be after all these years?
Not really. I know I have to get out of Wellington Wells. I thought I could take the train tracks to the bridge.
Aye. The only way to the Britannia Bridge is the train station and the parade. And good luck getting into the parade. You could stay here. Remember when you and Sally used to stay with me? When the... But it's young Artie. Meg, you remember Artie, don't you? No room at the inn for young Artie? No. You're right. You're always right. Sorry. Margaret says it's best if I keep to myself.
Oh. Sorry to bother.
But Margaret thinks we could help each other.
Really? Brilliant.
There's a warehouse in the old German camp. We could burgle it.
The Victory Memorial Camp? Where all those Home Army chaps run around practicing stabbing people with bayonets? What do you want me to do there? Run around yelling, "Here I am, shoot me," while you go in under the wire?
There's a thing I need from their warehouse. If you help me, I'll get you out of Wellington Wells. I just need you to turn off the power in the camp.
And this isn't going to get me killed.
Don't be a great girl's blouse. I'll meet you at the bunker after dark. Don't worry about the sentries on the bridge. I'll make sure they get a good night's sleep. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Shall I just show myself out then? Ollie? I don't actually know the way out, you know. That's Margaret. From school. Margaret... what's her name? She was supposed to go on the train, but then she disappeared and no one would talk about it. Run with all this stuff. You better throw something away before something starts chasing you.
The meat hot.
Have you been sleeping all right?
If you find fresh food, don't try to hoard it. The blight turns things rotten sooner than you think.
Remember, Brad.
Now, you two bloody listen to me, alright? One fine day, the seaboys come running into the regimental HQ, saying there's an elephant broke loose. Now, elephants is very gentle creatures most of the time.
Maybe if I hadn't smoked in high school, I could carry a bit more.
Their man who rides. He's called Omar.
Having trouble
But
sleeping?
when they're in heat,
It might be nice
you
to
have to
take a
chain
walk
them
down
up.
your street
And
take
this
the
one,
moon and
they
the
got
stars.
loose. And there's
Well,
Mo
get yourself
chasing
into your
off in
kitchen
exactly
and warm
the
up a cup
wrong
of milk
direction.
and go take a
And
look
the
at the
elephant
moon and the
runs
stars
into the
out of your
market
window.
and starts
It's not a
eating
bright idea to go out
peaches.
at night.
And the coolie tries to stop him. And the elephant, steps on him something horrible. Mashes him right into the mud and skin comes off his back like he was peeling a grape. So the seaboys come running up to this general. Only then, he was a major, and say, "You must come shoot this elephant." So, he gets his hunting rifle. Well, it's a 505 Gibbs. And he goes down to the market. Only now, the elephant isn't in the market anymore. It's in a field eating leaves. As calm as never mind. So, there's no cause to shoot it anymore. And one of the moons come back and he's screaming and jabbering about, "Oh, please don't shoot my elephant." You see, he's grown up with that elephant his whole life. And he don't know how to do any other job than sit on that elephant and tell it to pick up a log and carry it over there. But the elephant takes the life of a man, you see. A coolie, but a man. And the moon's crying and jabbering and cool as a summer breeze. The general chambers around, puts it right through the elephant's arm. He just goes down. He just kneels down and sighs. And lets go.
And all the villages are running to get their
it's because it's free meat. Now see, unless a man would have trembled at the thought of shooting an elephant that's just calmly standing there eating leaves, he might understand. Some civilian in Burma had to shoot a rogue elephant and he had to practically empty a whole magazine into the poor thing, and it was half an hour at a time. But the general makes tough choices. So don't you...
You can't go on it.
They said I could.
Well, of course the Germans said you could go on it. I'm saying you can't.
I've never been on a battleship.
But that's not the point. We hate the Germans, and that battleship is part of the reason the Germans are our lords and masters right now. Do you remember when they came over in all the little boats?
Do you mean in 1942 or in 1943?
Do you want people to spit on Mum when she goes to the market?
She doesn't go to the market. Since 1945.
But look, this is just one of those things. I can't explain every single detail of everything to you.
Are you mad at me?
I'm not.
You're not?
I mean, yes, I am mad. I was mad, but now I'm not. Look, please don't go on the Bismarck. It will get you into trouble, which means I'll then be in trouble.
Alright.
You won't go?
I couldn't go without you, anyway.
For once, that's a relief.
Tell me what you would have done. Just follow orders and we'll win the next war. The general's promised, all right? No fucking civilians! I have to kill you now.
Christ. I better not let anyone see me out of uniform.
Righto, sir. Jerry's in the house. Smoke him out.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
We beat you once, we'll beat you again. Come back for another beating. Get him! It's started. It's finally stopped. Back for... Go back. For England! And St. George! Grenade! Found you! Back for more punishment! Go! It's started! It's finally started! They're bombing us!
Look, I don't even want to be here. You're not a bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
To allow time to repair the mannequin, bayonet practice has been rescheduled for 0900 hours tomorrow morning.
What have we come to?
Maybe if I hadn't smoked in high school, I could carry a bit more.
as boiling may break it down.
Please don't make a fuss.
Attention all personnel. Patrols should be particularly careful in the forest. More than the usual number of plague victims have been spotted there recently.
It's better this way.
Attention all personnel, please remember to boil all water this week. There have been some issues with the pipes. You may want to take an extra joy or two as boiling may break it down.
Get shirty with me.
Attention all personnel. The intruder should be captured alive if possible. It is not necessary to capture him unharmed. Attention all personnel. There is an intruder in the camp. All personnel, report to your counter-infiltration stations. This is not a drill.
Oi! That's not right! Who's on guard duty? There's a mole.
Why are we doing this to each other?
Rat, you can't take all this with you.
Attention all personnel, please remember to boil all water this week. There have been some issues with the pipes. You may want to take an extra joy or two as boiling may break it down.
Arthur! Arthur? You get down from that tree before I chop it down.
Do you know why they're registering us?
The Germans love their lists, that's all.
They're taking us away on a train to Germany. You know about it, don't you?
Who told you that? It's ridiculous.
Oh, you all know about it, just not the kids.
Look, they've got cows there. It's not going to be powdered milk. They might even have chocolate.
Oh, chocolate makes it all better.
They've got tanks, Arthur. Haven't you noticed? How are we supposed to argue with tanks?
I don't want to go to Germany.
It's only for a little while, I think.
I don't want to be a hostage.
Calm down. Let's have some tea.
Oh, all right. I'll come down. I think I might be stuck, actually.
Just, watching the day go by.
Do you ever wonder why the Germans didn't take their tanks with them when they left?
I've made a map. There's a hole in the fence, inside the dump. You just have to get in here, get the key, and cut the power. Then, sneak out into the darkness while I rob them blind. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
How do I cut the power?
The General keeps the keys in his desk.
You want me to break into the General's office?
Any way you can scotch the power is fine by me, lad. I'll meet you back at the train station.
What if they spot me?
I'd run. They don't have a lot of ammunition, but they're terribly handy with their bayonets.
That's your plan B? Run?
Well, you could ask them for some of their famous hot buttered crumpets, but I wouldn't recommend it. They can't run very fast. They're all old farts, like me.
Right, Ollie, let's see that. Ollie's sleeping potion for those chaps on the bridge. Sweet dreams, Arthur. Ollie said there was a hole in the fence in the dump. That sounds much safer than walking in by the front gate. Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.